Okay, today guys, we're going to discuss on how to find the domain in the range of the exponential function. Pag sinabi natin domain, so we are pertaining to the set of all x values, while the range is the set of all y values. So the function that we are talking here is an exponential function. So ano po ba ang brief background about exponential function? Pag sinabi natin exponential function guys, ito yung function na kung saan sa ating exponent ay mayroon tayong variable. Just like for this one in example number 1. So we have here f of x is equal to negative 2 raised to x minus 2 minus 3/4. So this is an example of the exponential function kasi sa ating exponent mayroon tayong variable which is yung x. Okay? Sa next example naman natin is f of x is equal to 8 raised to x plus 9 minus 2. So this is also an example of the exponential function kasi sa exponent natin meron tayong variable which is x. Okay, so that is a brief background about the exponential function. So how are we going to find the domain in the range of the exponential function? If our function is f of x is equal to a times b raised to x minus c plus d, na kung saan ang ating x minus c, this is our exponent, at yung d naman natin dito, this is our horizontal asymptote. Okay, so pag pinapahanap sa atin yung ating horizontal asymptote, ito lang po yung value ng ating d. So alam naman natin pag sinabi natin horizontal asymptote, di ba, sa ating graph, so ito yung imaginary line na kung saan nag-intersect siya sa ating y-axis. So ngayon, how are we going to find the domain and the range? Sa paghanap ng ating domain, wala tayong problema pagdating sa exponential function. Kasi ang laging sagot dyan is an element of all real number. Or we can say that x such that x is an element of all real number. Or we can express our answer as interval notation such that negative infinity up to positive infinity. So pwede din na ganyan. Sa range naman ng exponential function, ang gagawin natin is titingnan lang natin yung ating a value. Okay? Titingnan lang natin siya kung siya ba ay greater than or less than 0. If a daw natin is greater than 0, so therefore we can say that our range is a set of all y value such that y is greater than d. If the value naman ng ating a is less than 0, so ang ating range naman is a set of all real number such that y is less than d. Okay? So titingnan lang natin yung a doon sa ating given exponential function. So dito, sa ating exponential function, so ano po ba yung a value natin dito? So ang a value natin dito is yung negative 2. Okay? Ano yung a value naman natin dito? So ito yung positive 8. Then, etong 3/4, this is our horizontal asymptote. Ito namang negative 2, this is also our horizontal asymptote. So, yun po yung brief background on how to find the domain in the range. So, later on, sa next example natin, hanapin natin yung domain in the range nitong dalawang ito. Okay, so let us find the domain in the range of these first two example. So, we have here f of x is equal to negative 2 raised to x minus 2 minus 3/4. So, ang domain natin, so sabi ko nga, wala tayong problema pagdating sa exponential function. Kasi, yung ating domain, this is just a set of all real number. Or x such that x is an element of all real number. Or, we can express this in the interval notation from negative infinity up to positive infinity. Okay? Then, sa range naman natin, so sabi natin, para mahanap yung range, kunin natin yung value ng ating A. So, ang A natin dito is equivalent siya sa negative 2. Itong negative 2. Okay? Since si A natin is less than 0, so therefore, we can say that our range ay ito. Itong pangalawa. So therefore, we can say that our range is a set of all y values such that y is an element of all real number where y is less than d. Okay, so ano po ba yung d natin or the horizontal asymptote, which is yung negative 3/4. Okay, negative 3/4. So this is now our range. Or we can express our answer in interval notation since ito is less than. So ang gagawin natin, mauna muna yung negative infinity. Negative infinity up to kay 3/4 or negative 3/4. Pero hindi kasama exactly 3/4. Kaya close parenthesis yan. Next naman natin is yung f of x natin, which is equal to 8 raised to x plus 9 minus 2. So ang domain natin is the set of all real number. Okay? So same as usual, or we can express this as from negative infinity up to positive infinity. So ang range natin dito, so titingnan ulit natin yung value ng ating A. Yung A natin dito, ang A is equal siya sa 8. So alam natin, yung 8 is greater than 0. So therefore, our range ay ito yung susundan natin. So which is, if we are going to express our answer is y such that y is an element of all real number where the value of our y is greater than our d or the horizontal asymptote. So ano po ba yung horizontal asymptote natin? So which is yung negative 2. So lagay mo dyan negative 2. Okay? Or we can express our answer in interval notation. Since ito is greater than, so ilagay mo muna yung value ng ating horizontal asymptote, which is yung d. So negative infinity up to kay positive infinity. Okay? Positive infinity. So this is now our answer ng domain in the range of the exponential function. Okay, so let us have here another example on how to find the domain and the range. So we have here two given exponential function. F of x is equal to 4 raised to x plus 2 plus 2, and f of x is equal to negative 2 raised to x plus 1 plus 3. So in this case, so our domain, so we know that the answer of this is x is an element of all real number. Okay? Or we can express our answer as from negative infinity up to positive infinity. Okay? So yung range natin, so titingnan lang natin yung ating a value. So ang a value natin dito is ito, which is yung 4. So this is equal siya sa 4. At we know 4 is greater than 0. Okay? So if a natin is greater than 0, so ito yung susundan natin. A is greater than 0. So therefore, ang ating y ay ito, or ating range. So here, we can express it as y natin y such that y is an element of all real number where the value of our y is greater than 2. Okay? So saan natin nakuha yung 2? Ito yung horizontal asymptote. So greater than 2. So this is our answer. Or we can express our answer in interval notation. So since this is greater than, so pag greater than yan, ilagay mo muna yung ating horizontal asymptote. So this is 2 up to positive infinity. Okay? So this is the range. Ito naman, we have here another example. So we have here negative 2 raised to x plus 1 plus 3. So ang domain natin, so same as usual, x such that x is an element of all real number. Or we can say that from negative infinity up to positive infinity. So here, we have here our range. So we have to get our a value, so which is negative 2. And we know negative 2 is less than 0. So a natin, a is less than 0. So therefore, ito yung ating range. Okay? So we can say that our range here is a set of y such that the value of y is an element of all real number where y is less than the horizontal asymptote, which is yung 3. Okay, so this is our range. Or we can express our answer as, since ito is less than, susulat mo muna yung ating negative infinity. Tapos, yung ating horizontal asymptote, which is yung 3. So this is now our answer, or this is our answer. Okay? Okay, so here are the last two examples of finding the domain of and range of the exponential function. So we have here example number 5. F of x is equal to 3 raised to x minus 2 plus 5. So in this case, our domain, same as usual. So this is x such that x is an element of all real number. Okay? At yung, or we can express it as negative infinity up to positive infinity. Then, our range here, so we have to get the value of our a. So ang a natin, which is yung 3. Okay? Since 3 is greater than 0, so therefore, yung titingnan natin is yung may greater than. Okay? A is greater than 0. So ito yung ating magiging y value or our range. So therefore, we can express our answer as a set of y such that y is an element of all real number where the value of our y is greater than yung ating horizontal asymptote, which is yung 5. So this is greater than 5. So here, yung set notation natin. We can also express in interval notation. So this is interval notation. Since ito is greater than, so anong gagawin natin? Sulat muna natin yung ating horizontal asymptote, which is yung 5. So 5. Pero si 5 exactly is hindi kasama up to kay positive infinity. Okay? Next. So we have here f of x is equal to 4 raised to x plus 1. Same as usual, our domain x such that x is an element of all real number. While our range naman is from negative infinity, or this is still the domain or positive infinity. Then our range here, the a value is 4. And 4 is greater than 0. So same as usual, parang ganito lang din yan. Greater than 0. Yeah. So here, we can say that our range is y such that y is an element of all real number such that the value of our y is greater than ano yung horizontal asymptote natin. So wala tayong horizontal asymptote dito. So therefore, we can say that this is greater than 0. Ang horizontal asymptote natin is 0. Since ito is greater than, so we can say greater than ito. Sulat mo muna yung ating horizontal asymptote na 0 up to kay positive infinity. So this is now our range. So I hope guys may natutunan kayo on how to find the domain and the range of the exponential function. So don't forget to follow and subscribe na rin para updated kayo sa mga bagong lesson na ina-upload ko dito sa ating channel.